BRP 50 season. BRP 50 season, the Black Wrestling Podcast. They asked me a few years ago to help them with this. I say this is the 5th year, so this is my 3rd year doing the actual 2nd year I did after the 50, maybe the 3rd year. But they family. Top 50 black athletes in black wrestling. The list came out, started on Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna go right into it. I got the Midwest Known and Mafia with me. We got Tiffany over here. We got Rashad down here. We got Cinco over here. Know the ropes. Culture Cast down for the count. That's the family. You know what I'm saying? We out here. B-Ray is on the microphone. You can't see her, but you can hear. But number 50. You're
not here, you missing out. Is this show?
Number 19, future MLW champion. Possibly, hopefully. Alex Kane. Number 18, Dante Martin. Number 17, Montez Ford. See a big difference in where him and Angelo Dawkins are. Number 16, Ricochet. That boy was cooking this year, though. Indie shout out. If you don't know Darius Carter, you probably should know Darius Carter. Somebody's the fan favorite out here for a lot of people. Got his whole gimmick from Mr. Darius Carter. I'm just saying, look at the scarf. Number 14, Trey Miguel. Generational talent. You know what I'm saying? In Impact doing his thing. Trey should have some world championship aspirations from what they just did on Impact. They literally put like 4 or 5 people who could be world champion. Trey Miguel and Chris Bay was 2 of those people they had have a face-off with the world heavyweight champion now. Look out for Impact. Might got 2 future black champions out here. 13, Jay Cargill. 13 is Jay Cargill.
Lord, that should be number 1.
Number 12 and number 11, Max Caster and Anthony Bowen, the Acclaim. Only thing I can say about the Acclaim,
I could see it.
Is I asked this. I said, as a tag team, who had a hotter year than the Acclaim?
That's why I could see it.
They had AEW lit up and they had them tag championships. Jade at 13. I said Jade at 13. It was a bunch of oohs. What's going on?
Because I feel like,
put the thoughts out there. What's going on?
She remained undefeated all the way up until recently. So I feel like just because of that by itself and her presence alone and media attention, I feel like she should have at least made the top 10 somewhere. Make it just continuing the relevancy of that TBS championship. I just feel like, because now it's like, shoot, I forgot who got the TBS championship now, and they just got it. So that's the thing about it. So it's like, it's just with that's like 13. I mean, at least she's on the list. So I mean, that's great, but I feel like she should have been top 10.
I definitely need to hear why she did not make the top 10, because I definitely would have put her in the top 10.
Yeah, I gotta see who's in the top 10
either.
I think she may have made top 10 on my list, but I'm gonna be totally transparent with y'all right now. She was 60 and 0, right? 60 and 1 now. And then this is gonna make more sense when you see the top 10. So she's 60 and 0, right?
Yep.
They started doubling up the opponents that she'd already beat in her second go around to double her numbers in the undefeated streak. So like it was people that she's already faced who came back around that she started beating again. Now you know the people that she was supposed to go and touch, but she hasn't touched them as of yet. Cool. We still are getting the same type of Jade Cargill matches. I put her in the top 10, but we're still getting that same Jade. Like she's showing a little bit more, but
is it enough to put her in the top 10?
That's what I'm saying. And then she
Okay.
only had like
I
22.
was doing it. Jade Cargill's match quality is not up to par in my opinion.
And she only had like
I understand
matches.
she had the streak is great. Nobody's denying that. She also has an amazing social media presence. She's very good at that. But
I have
this
her
still is
notifications
a
on my
wrestling
Instagram.
list. And while Jade looks great, she looks the part, she plays the part. There are matches that she has had have been ass.
Damn.
There have been matches that she has had that have been subpar. And some of that has been on her part. There is no mistaking. Like, I love Jade. I think she's great. But I also think a little bit of tweaking in her abilities would make her unstoppable. I think Kevin Nash said it when he said that he feels like she should train in a different fighting style, maybe jujitsu or some type of mixed martial art, so she can expand her repertoire. And I agree. I feel like that would help her a lot in terms of her striking ability and everything in the ring. And she also have to work on her ring awareness too. Like, there's a lot of factors that come into Jade. While she is undeniable and she should be on the list, there's no denying that, I don't think she should be in the top 10.
Man,
Well,
forget
when
all
you
that.
break
She's
it down
number one
like
on my
that.
list.
In the last, also,
Jade Cargill is number one on my
You
list.
got the universe against you.
we get ready to go into the top 10. The top 10 just dropped this morning. You know what I'm saying? Just remember some of them stats we said, and then we'll look at this top 10. So number 10, the bounty hunter,
Okay.
Brian Keith.
I just got hip.
Best
You
I
don't
can see
know
it.
about Brian Keith.
Ah, you
The man
got
is
my attention
very
already.
I see it.
And he is a Swisher House sponsored athlete. Y'all know Swisher House.
Best interest music in the game right now.
Yeah. Number 9, Will Hobbs. The only thing I'm gonna say about Will Hobbs is your TNT championship is being out there played around with it. You ain't said nothing about it yet. Please go do something about that. I mean, you said something about it, but they playing with your days. Number 8,
Monet.
Ladies Monet, IWGP Women's Champion. You know, she had people stand up to watch NJPW that wasn't stand up before. You know, social media presence. She put on some banger matches. You know, she held her with the Yoshi, but she broke her ankle. But that's outside the period. But that's neither here nor there. Number 7. Anytime you see Willow on TV, your face should light up. Willow, if you meet Willow, you're going to light up with excitement. Willow's just a fun person. I love Willow. Willow, number 7, I feel is deserved. Number 6, Athena, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Oh, Willow is also the NJPW Strong Champion. Athena, from May until now, after she went through her Jade Cargill little feud and everything, she's going on a run of 60-2 in this time frame. Athena. Number 5 is Mr. Wesley, the North American champion down there at NXT. And I'm so excited about this because this rascal right here, boy, I done see this boy go. He number 5, baby. We are here.
Yes.
We gonna go to number 4, which is the Stark Man.
That's my alter ego right there.
He's at number 4. We gonna stop right there. Yo, alter ego, man. We gonna stop right there because the top 3,
Soldier Boy,
might start some issues. But
I think I can figure out the top 3. It's just the order.
Yeah, the order probably gonna start some issues. Cinco is saying Jade is number 1. I feel you. So 10 was Brian Keith, 9 Will Hobbs, 8 Mercedes Moné, 7 Willow, 6 Athena, 5 Wesley. How you feel? And 4 Ricky Starks.
Those are good. I actually thought y'all was gonna have Mercedes higher.
Wesley,
she could have came out to be lower, but that's a different story for another day.
I was gonna say it too, but yeah.
But shout out to Mercedes though.
Yeah, Wesley deserves that spot.
Wesley,
you can't even
right. Wesley was
cap
in a real messed up situation, made the best of it, and he is where he's at now. Been put on highlight matches.
Come on now,
facts.
Like can't hate her. Like I'm proud of him for making a way for being a single superstar because some people had doubts about him in the beginning, and like they didn't know what was going to do.
Yeah, I was one of them because when that tag team broke up, I was like, I don't know what they about to do with Wesley, but
he been through 2 breakups, like the trio and then the tag team. So.
But they have shown up and shown out with my. I'm just so happy with what he's doing. Like I'm so happy he was in that one. I kind of told him, I said, "Yo, we started this voting and Wesley ain't in the top 5. I'm done with this." You know what I'm saying? Because he supposed to be there. Athena at number 6.
Can't argue with it. Probably like the.
When I went and looked at her matches, and I was like, "Yo, she really had that period where she came in, she was on AEW, and had that like little month thing in like 2 matches, tag team match and a singles match with Jade, and then after that, she went over there to Ring of Honor, and went." No, not 60-2. She hasn't lost a singles match since she went over to the Ring of Honor brand. The only matches she lost was like a tag team type match. And I was like, yo, she out here killing people though. And their Ring of Honor, they actually having matches. They get about 10-15 minutes each time. You know what I'm saying? Willow number 7, her presence, what she's doing, the way she's shooting up, like even when you see Willow on TV, like I was in the arena and Willow came out for NJPW Strong, and like she was in the 3rd match on the card. So when Mercedes came out, the crowd blew up, and I was like, okay, the crowd then got louder than it was. So the next match was Willow, and Willow came out. And the crowd didn't really drop off. And I was like, oh, Willow has arrived, because you getting the same type of cheer that Mercedes damn near just got. Then, being in the arena for that show this past weekend, she came out, they blew up again. And I'm like, yo, Willow's a star. They got to do something with it, They were in Chicago, which is Sky Blue Country, but if they don't do something with Willow, they missing the boat right now because she's organically getting over by herself, and she's one of the top 10 black athletes out here. Period. The babe with the power. Tiffany, I know you got something to say. I saw you shaking your head about Willow. Like, you don't even
I
watch.
love Willow. I love her, so I'm very proud of her.
You don't even watch AEW, but she love her some Willow.
I do love Willow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's certain people like, yo, I don't watch that company, but they over there, I'm keeping up with what they do.
I do keep up with Willow. I
Hey,
don't watch.
speaking
AEW,
of that
it's not my
company.
thing, but I do keep up with Willow. I like Trady's the one who introduced me to her in the beginning. So when I found her and I started seeing the stuff she was posting, I started following her, and I've seen everything she's done. I've seen her rise, so I'm very happy for her. It's well deserved.
Number 5 was Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 was Ricky Starks.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Bobby Ashley.
That's fair.
Makes sense. Yep, that's fair.
Okay.
Bobby Ashley is number 3. Number 2.
No debate on that.
Oh!
No! I already know who number 1 is. So I already know who number 1.
No, hey,
I already know who number 1 is.
Let's go.
I mean, 1, 2, 3 was good. I already know.
champion.
You already know.
He was banging.
Yep.
Bianca.
Every year in a row.
Yes.
Bianca Belair.
I mean, this wasn't that controversial.
That was
The top 3.
That was no brainer.
Hey, the way y'all said,
Because when he was number, I was close to saying like
number 1. That was my thing. So yeah, but
y'all was close to saying why isn't he number 1 till I think about it. Like,
it's
wait
not.
a minute.
Yeah, so here's what it is.
So we was thinking, we was looking at that like, yo, it would be right to, like, people would understand Melo being here, but you can't. What was they calling her? The female John Cena? You know what I'm saying? Everything she's doing, like, you can't deny her that number
Bianca was
1.
doing everything, so that's why you can't be mad at it.
Yeah, it's like, yo, rightfully so. She's number 1. Like,
Because literally, not even just matches. Like, look at the deadline criteria. She literally had a title over her shoulder the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
longest reigning modern women's champion, you know, in the era and everything, you know.
But
It was only
black champ.
right to give her that. You know
Melo is our black champ.
Melo is our
Look,
black
crazy
champ.
for Melo, man.
But when did Melo win the championship?
Which one?
Okay.
This one here.
Not which one.
He won in the March.
American title and the NXT title. So
He was North American.
He was
during
North
that
American
time. He's
champion.
right.
Putting that over the Raw Championship? Women's champion?
you say what?
Putting that over the Raw Women's Championship?
Absolutely not.
Look, say it.
I don't want to.
No.
Hey, but overall, I only got one comment about the BRP 50. I only got like one thought. Because we were talking about how Janai, like she was tired of people questioning it and stuff. So I gotta say, next year you gotta have Jordan Oliver on there.
Are we talking about who on the list next year?
Yeah,
Who's missing off the list that we think?
both.
Who y'all think was off the list that should have been on?
I gotta give it to Jordan Oliver.
I got two people in my mind. One mainstream and one not mainstream.
Okay.
I'll say one for mainstream that wasn't included on this list. I'll probably say Trick Williams. In a way, you know, he'll be in that probably like that 40-50 range personally. So I felt he improved a lot over the year, even though he hasn't, you know, when it comes to I guess titles and things like that, hasn't.
But wouldn't he fall like in the same category as Trinity? Like not those many matches, but
He had some matches though. But
yeah, the matches on level up. You know, he been out there doing that.
He's had matches and things like that, and also, you know, he has this little on his YouTube skit that's going on. They'll put out a couple songs too as well. Good looking wrestler. I like this song. And he's improved vastly as being apart from just being represented, looked at as Melo's sidekick and just having his own personality in person. So I really feel like he really grew into his character this year. So
That I agree with. He has improved and he is a better overall character and wrestler. Given all of the other people on the list, though, I would not put him on the list.
That's why I said like the 40-50
It would
range.
be
You know,
the-
that to be just to get
a
in there. You know?
a perfect candidate for after the 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
And another person I would probably say that's not mainstream, and she is in the Midwest area. I'll probably put Tootie on there.
I would say Tootie too.
I thought
You
you
thought
was
I was
going
gonna
with
say Mike. Look
Jocelyn.
at you.
No, I thought she was gonna say Jocelyn because you said
No.
she's in the Midwest and
No.
she's been on the Indies. I'm like,
Nah, I was talking about somebody that I've been paying close attention to. I see a lot because Tootie's really done a lot from last May to this May when on the wrestling scene. You know, she's been on AEW multiple times. She had her stints over with the Wrestling of the Change. What's the name of the promotion again? Shit, I forgot.
which one? Which promotion?
I'm trying to think. Trey, when you came down here, what not here because I'm in Vegas now, but in St. Louis,
What?
NWA, yeah. She had NWA. She had some highlight matches with some big name wrestlers, on the Glory Pro scene too as well. So just because of that per se, I'm not sure when it comes to her with title matches, but like her appearance on bigger independent promotions has increased vastly over the past year. And she was partnered with Jay for a second. That's why Jay should be number one.
She was partnered with Jay for 2 episodes.
That's why I said for a second. I didn't say for longevity.
So I got somebody that could possibly make the list. If not make the list, they could probably make that. What you called it? What is it?
After the 50.
After the 50. If she gets a little more exposure and more opportunities, I think Alexis Littlefoot will make the list next year.
The big flexer. Alexis Littlefoot. Y'all should know her. She out of Lexington, Kentucky. Gotta see what she doing. She just getting in that ring doing her thing, but she making some waves. If we doing that, go ahead, it's your shot.
I'll say one more person of mine that will do the after the 50. My boy out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, goes by Rampage Santana.
Rampage when Impact was in Chicago. We chopped it up. He goes come on the spot soon. I seen him out there training with David Stevenson. He's been doing some more skits online. Killing.
I got one more.
God damn.
I think let me say it before I forget.
Hey.
One more before I forget.
You got a lot to say for not being seen. No.
Seiko trying to get them dollar wings.
One more and I'm done, I promise. I think if he doesn't make the top 50, he'll make after the 50 next year. I'm thinking K Toomer will make it.
Who?
K Toomer. Have you heard of him?
No.
He went viral not too long ago with a couple of clips on Twitter.
The ninja type dude?
Yeah, he wrestled in Memphis, I believe.
Yeah, we follow each other. I know who you're talking about. I haven't heard from him since that clip went viral though. Since y'all know I am like an indie type dude, I'll give one indie name that probably could have been in the 50 that wasn't. Danny B from OKC. Right now on the independent scene, she has 4 women's championships. She's been the Hurricane Pro Women's Champion for 340 days it is now. She's been killing. She's also in the tag team with Charity King, the Killer Bees. She's making waves. So Hurricane Pro, the UWWF Nevada State Women's Champion. It's a bunch of other belts. We've been trying to get her on the spotlight. She don't really do them that much, but we talked to Danny B to find out about them belts. What's this? And her thing is she be saying big buzz. You know what I'm saying? They out here talking about me. I got a big buzz, and her name Danny B, so it all goes together. So that might be somebody to look at.
Trey, I hope there was a fight in the war room over why the Queen wasn't on this list.
Queen who?
Aminata.
Oh.
I forgot that. Dang, you're right.
So
mainstream.
Aminata was on after the 50 last year. There's a few names that probably you don't see there that should be there. You got a Queen Aminata. You got a Kiera Hogan. See, he trying to start something with me. I see what you're trying to do. You almost got me.
Hey, literally just popped in my head because I was thinking of someone else who was at the women's wrestling show we were at, and I was like, I forgot her name, so I was going through like the folder that had all the things.
Queen was on the list. Holly Dead was ranked on the list like somebody who probably should have been there. Jasmine Navarro, somebody probably should have been there. You got somebody you probably should be looking at on the West Coast, Titus Alexander. He been out here killing. Then you got to also factor in our Dominican brothers who really rep, our stuff that's coming up. You got a Luminous JC Storm. If you don't know her, she's overseas right now. You got a Layla Graves that want people to know. You got a Tiffany Nieves who want people to know who she is.
I just know after the 50, it's going to have a lot of talk.
You got La Rosa Negra who's out here like, you rep. Like, why ain't she on the list? She's been making waves with NWA. Like, it's so many, and that's what I say when you get to 50, it's like, man, that's the only reason I would never do a rank list. And the only reason I'm a part of this is because they asked me, and those my people. Like, if you my people and you ask me to do something, I will do it with you. You know what I'm saying? It does. It's cool because we all got respect for each other. But yeah, when you in that war room, you talking like, yo, where this person at? Where this person at? Then, some personal stuff might come into it. Like, well, I don't like this person. Like, you could never put out the tape from being in that war room as a show or anything, because when you in a war room, you might say something that, hey, this you can't air that out like that. Like, what they even do this past year? You talking about they supposed to be here? Oh, they did this and that. Well, they ain't. You know what I'm saying? But it's just in that time in the war room, so get heated. But yeah, I felt like the only list I could do is what I call a love list. So like at the end of a week or either bi-weekly or monthly, I just highlight some wrestlers that did something that was raw in that time frame on the indie scene, so people will know about them. It's not me making a list and ranking them. It's just me showing love to somebody. So the We Love Wrestling love list. Did you know these people did this? Like Chris Bay, they was on Impact on Thursday. On Saturday, there was at Wrestling Revolver against the Machine Guns, all the Impact champions in the tag team match. They only lost the match because the dude hit them below the belt. And then they went Sunday to FSW and won the FSW Tag Team Championships. Like, I could do something like that with a love list and just highlight what they did, but I wouldn't rank them. I only be a part of the BRP 50 unless somebody here that you see right now affiliated with one of these entities that I'm talking with, happy to be a part of, wants to do it. So, that's all I can give you.
Yeah, I think that after 50 list is going to have some people talking, or then you have to do the side by side on who would you switch, who would you replace.
So like with the after the 50, I do it as people who like missed on the list, and then also do it to highlight somebody new that you don't know that should be there. Like, if I would just wanted to make after the 50 just on list of like people I think gonna make the list next year that shouldn't be there, I'm automatically going with Mia Yim. I'm going with Kiera Hogan. I'm going with if Queen Aminata get right after this injury, I'm going with her because I know some stuff. I'm going with Jakara down there at NXT. If Tiana Cathy make her debut, I'm going with Tiana Cathy. We already see Kiana James doing her thing, and I'm just in women's names right now. I ain't even got to the men. You feel me?
So Ruka. After what we found out.
Only reason I didn't say Soul Ruka name, and this is a exclusive. I already had her on the after the 50 because when she come back after all what she already was doing, ceiling sky's the limit with her. And you can't deny what she doing, you know. So look at that person, you know what I'm saying? She out there getting it. Go around and y'all get the socials.
Tough ladies first.
Wow. Okay, you can find all of us at DonFreakCount19 on Twitter and of course on Instagram at D4TC_podcast. Our podcast is available everywhere. You can find us on Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find Down for the Count. Please listen to us. Make sure you share us. And of course, as always, I appreciate the love, Trady, for having me here.
I'll go next because you know Cinco gotta warm up. You know he like that visiting pastor at the church.
You know Cinco don't gotta warm up. Watch this. Go ahead, Cinco.
You know Cinco's
What's
like
the
that
word,
visiting
y'all?
pastor.
This is Cinco live and direct from No Rose Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in with the Midwest Melanin Mafia, the family. Yes, we are here. We are live. We are right here for y'all. But before we sign out, y'all gotta do this for me. Follow us on all social media platforms on KTO_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, No Rose Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, No Rose Podcast. All podcast platforms got Google Podcasts, got Spotify, got Anchor, got Apple Podcasts, got Podbean on everything. And don't forget to get that merch. Check out that link tree on our Twitter, on our Facebook, on our IG. And don't forget about that TikTok as well. Thank you.
You don't need no.
It's the next level shit.
Hey, do you have like a stopwatch? Do you have like a stopwatch when you be practicing? Like, all right, let's do this.
Don't take some deep breaths.
I just want to be a stage singer for Twister.
Come on, bro. Quick recommendation on your social.
All right, this has been me, Rashard Ray, 1/3 of the Culture Cast, alongside Brittany here. Omar's somewhere, we don't know. He MIA, put him on the milk carton. But you can follow our Twitter at CultureCastPod_ and our Instagram at CultureCastPod. Follow the link tree in the bio. We can grab our merch and check out our podcast on all streaming platforms. Omar, your turn. Oh,
where you at?
Where did you go?
And
where did you go?
1/3 of Culture Cast Podcast. Ray already did the drops. You can follow me on Instagram, B Ray Jones, BeeRayJones, and that's the same over on Twitter.
You see it. We LUV Wrestling on all your social media, you know, except for Twitter. Add that one on the end. Hashtag We LUV Wrestling. You can find everything. Make sure y'all subscribe to whatever y'all platform y'all listening to us on. And tell your friend about it. Because if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love the Midwest Melanin Mafia. Ooh, we out this bitch.
I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we. You're not here, you missing out. Is this show?